March 5th of 2018. Happy March, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. And I'm actually right here at one of the makeup schools that I teach at called Cinema Makeup School. As you can see in the background, we have some really cool pieces from our special effects classes, and it's definitely a really fun, innovative school. Any potential makeup artist or any artist in general that wants to be inspired, I highly recommend you schedule a tour for Cinema Makeup School and check it out. And I'm right here with a good friend and client. His name is Hernan. Say hello.
Hey, how you doing?
And so what we're doing today is just going to walk you through some where it's located. It's in Koreatown off of Wilshire and Western. So thank you guys so much for joining. I love all the hearts. As you know, I like to check in with everybody and go live on my Instagram to let you know where we are at for just trends in makeup, men's grooming, hair, fashion in general. Hi, Prima. And then in addition to that, I am now officially inviting special guests to discuss motivation and where we are at with motivation in general. So last week, if you guys joined us, I did have Johnny debut as my first guest, and he was able to share some really great advice on balancing nutrition and fitness in a healthy lifestyle. So first, I'm going to start with the men's grooming technique, and then we'll go into the motivation part. So I think for all you gentlemen out there, these are going to be some great tips for you. Thank you.
They really love you. Look at those hearts.
Yeah, the hearts are good. All right, so step one, you're going to start with Splash Alginus and use this all over the face. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and let it out. And it's really hydrating, and especially right now that we're in winter time where it's really dry. I don't know about you, but I'm like so dry all the time, so I can't get enough of this. Yes, Liz, how you doing? I see you. The next thing is moisturizer for your lips. So you're gonna take a little bit of that and just make sure the lips are nice and hydrated. Actually, this is great for any areas on the face. This is called Surfer's Solve. It's all natural. It's meant for like sunburns, dry skin. I'm just using it for his lips for now. Also, another great tip is eye cream. So for those of you that do not use a specific moisturizer for the eye area, this is also by Alginus. And I'm gonna recommend about this much amount for your eye area. You're gonna open and look up. And this is important because we get really tired. So having a moisturizer that's gonna treat all that dry skin and all the stuff that we don't want. You know, if you're dehydrated or if you have dark circles, this is essential. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we got our eye cream on, we got our lip conditioner on, we got our splash on. Lastly is primer. So primer, and this is all before you do any kind of like concealer, foundation, any of that stuff. Hey, how's it going? I see you, babe. So the primer is gonna go mainly down the T-zone, and I know, Hernan, you had asked me once to like what I would recommend for like photo shoots, headshots.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all things that I feel men should also consider in taking care of themselves, right? Show me some hearts if you agree that men should take care of themselves. Exactly. So, so honestly, it's after that, it's two steps. It's concealer and powder. That's it. And that's the simplicity of a men's grooming. I recommend using a concealer that has a peach undertone. This is by Makeup Forever. And anything that has like a peachy, yellow, warm undertone is gonna help open look up for the under eye area. And all those little spots that we want to Photoshop with Facetune or whatever, try to do it first before you actually do it post Photoshop or any kind of editing. All right, so you're gonna just kind of stipple it on and just tap. Awesome. Close your eyes. And this is an instant eye opener. It wakes you up and it just looks a lot brighter. You're also gonna use it in areas that you have like little sunspots or freckles. And then the powder is gonna be used to set it. Perfect. How's that feel?
Good.
Fine?
Good. Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to the powder. So we got our powder here, and we're gonna just take our round brush, circle it around, and just lightly dab around, and that's gonna set the concealer. Go ahead and face this way. And that way. Open. And a little more right there. And honestly, that's pretty much it. That is the basics of a men's grooming quick application. Go ahead and take a look. What do you think?
Really good, man.
So men, you can also take care of yourself. It doesn't have to be a full face of foundation or a full-on like highlight contour. It's really about just perfecting any skin imperfections and then setting it with a powder because we usually get really shiny. And that's the basics of a men's grooming. So in addition to men's grooming and some tips and tricks, I wanted to talk about motivation. And Hernan has been my client for a while, and I do his hair, and I just really like what he stands by and his outlook and perspective in, you know, his approach for life in general. So I was hoping that you could share with us and the viewers just like what keeps you motivated. What do you do as an individual to keep yourself stimulated?
Overall, to keep myself like motivated and stimulated, I think the first thing that I really had to say I do is just set some goals, because I notice a lot of times that when I would set goals, you need to set goals that are sometimes beyond yourself, because it's not enough to set small goals and you achieve them. I highly always recommend to set high goals that it causes you to stretch yourself and extend yourself, and it needs to always be beyond you, because if you're just focusing on yourself and what you want, that's a small goal, and that's not big enough, because if you do want to keep yourself motivated and inspired, you need to bring other people along. So not just focusing on yourself, but yet again focusing on giving back and serving other people. So
even if you feel like maybe it's a far stretch goal and it's not a reality at that, like right that day in time, I think it's what you're saying is good to just almost like manifest it and still put it out there, because you're gonna pursue it and you know and still fight for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because setting like good sized goals, it catches you to grow, because it's not necessarily about just achieving a goal. It's like the type of person that you become along the process. Who do you need to become to start achieving these things that you want in your life? Because more than anything, things are attracted, other than you trying to chase things down all the time.
I like that. And I love the fact that you guys are not following Hernan already. Go ahead and share what your handle is.
My Instagram is Hernanyor, HERNANYOR.
I love the fact that you literally every day are so active on your story, and you share just a lot of really great information that has helped me as, you know, like as your friend, and even as a mentor. Like I really look up to like your outlook in life and your positivity. And I feel as human beings, where we're at in our culture, in our society, it's really important to share that. And I just want to know if you can share with us why you do that. Like, what's the point? Like, when did that start?
When did that start? You know, I don't want to make it like, I don't want to get too deep, but
no, it's okay.
I think a lot of times, well, my birthday's in December, so close to the end of the year, people make New Year's resolutions. Me, every year that I'm getting older, I always do the best that I can to reflect on the past year. Like, am I getting better? Am I getting smarter? Am I getting stronger? And I really take that time to just reflect upon myself, and if actually, am I really becoming a better person along this journey of my life? And then I'll admit there's been a lot of years where I'm not growing, I'm not learning, and sometimes it feels like, you know, maybe sometimes you're insignificant, you're not making that much of an impact in your own community or in the people's lives around you. So I noticed that the years that I give back and serve other people, when I pour into other people's lives, more gets poured into my life. And just like that, it's like a cycle. When you keep giving, you start receiving a lot more. And it has to do with energy, relationships, everything.
I mean, it literally goes back to like the simplicity of law of attraction, and just what you put out into the universe is what you're going to attract back. So I think, it's great that you're sharing, you know, your vulnerabilities, and you're sharing even insecurities at times. And it's extremely like, you know, exposing yourself, but it's going to help others. And it's a great way for all of us as human beings to feel like we're part of something. And essentially I feel like that's what we strive at the end, is just to feel like you said, like we have a purpose, you know, we're making a difference. So
Absolutely.
I would love to hear back from you guys as well. Where are you at with motivation? Are you having any ups and downs in your life? Like, this is an open forum for everyone to just kind of share ideas with one another. And I'm also very open to any advice or tips or questions that you guys might have. I also like to host contests. As you guys know, we just had this amazing contest last weekend where we had one of our winners fly down from Oakland, and we gave her a whole makeover. It was awesome. And so if you guys ever want to be a part of something like that, just simply send a message, let us know what it is that you want to learn and what you want to discuss as far as like motivation. So, or if you want to be a guest as well, because we can do that as well. And if you are not joining us live here, make sure that you go to my youtube.com/Andrew Velázquez or the Facebook as well at Andrew Velázquez.com. And it'll always be there. So Hernan, thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.